People will come, Ray.
Of the sports horn. Spring is in the air, the crack of the bat. Baseball season is too long. It can't possibly be starting yet, can it? But it is. Wearing the Red Sox shirt.
Back, gone!
That was pretty good.
I've tried.
I bought this shirt at Fenway Park. I'm not a Red Sox fan. I don't want anybody lumping me in with the bandwagoners that get on our side.
Absolutely, yeah.
Chris, here we go. Kauffman Stadium today. It's
Opening day at the Cave, baby. Opening day at the Cave.
It's going to be cold. The fans are going to get to bundle up, and for one day, they're going to get to have fun. Won't be that many people in the crowd the rest of the season. Does this have a chance to be a team that can put a competitive product on the field in 2011?
Well, you know, I don't know if this year's the year. A lot of people are downplaying it, but sometimes when people downplay the year, maybe that's when you break out, you know. We've got a lot of young talent. We've got a lot of nobodies. I don't want to, when I say nobodies, I don't mean that they're not talented. I just mean nobody knows a lot of these guys. But all I can say is we were 20-10 in the spring, you know, and I thought we looked pretty good. Now, here's the deal with that. We have a lot of young guys down in AAA. I mean, we have some of the, well, we always have good prospects. We know how this goes. We know how we try to talk it up.
Jake Kinney wants to know if, from the site, does this team have a chance to put a competitive product on the field? Because he wants somebody to cheer for before football season. I don't know that we get it, and I don't know how much patience I'm going to have with this baseball season.
Well, and that's the thing. You know, you start out with all these hopes, and you try to hang in there, and then once you get, you know, once they get 10 games back, they get 15 games back. The next thing you know, they're pushing 100 losses. It's really hard to hang in there. All I know is this. I hope, Jake, that we can put a productive team out on the field. And I think, you know, we're starting off opening day. Hochever's on the mound. I got a lot of high hopes about that. We open up with the Angels. We got a little series here with them. If we can maybe sweep a series right off the bat, maybe get a little energy. And I was more hope than anything.
It's a long season for me when the crack of the bat start. I really start looking at the NFL draft. But, Mike, you know what? We're here for you, not us. You guys want baseball, we're going to give you baseball because it's going to be a long, hot summer. Chris, question, does some of your love for the Royals stem from something very special that happened to you there?
Yes, I actually proposed to my wife at Kauffman Stadium. Slugger came down with a sign. It was a very special moment. Well, actually, we'll show a picture of it here. It was a very special moment for me personally. On top of that, the next best memory I have of Kauffman Stadium is back when we had Bo Jackson and Danny Tartable, George Brett, some of those guys playing. That was an exciting time. I hope we can get back to that.
Okay, Chris, the topic du jour in the University of Missouri realm has been Matt Painter, who, as of yesterday, decides to stay at Purdue amidst a lot of speculation. It's been 2 days of people thinking he's coming to Missouri. It's 100%. We had sources that said it was 100%. We had Purdue websites stealing our quotes. Chris, it's been a mess. In the end, Missouri doesn't get his man, and does it just feel like another moment of the rug being pulled out from under us as a Missouri fan?
A little bit, especially with the fact that, you know, Mike Anderson leaves. He left, though, more for the money, not just the money. He was going back to his alma mater. I still don't like it. I still think he's a liar. We're not going to get back into that. As far as Matt Painter goes, I think it hurts that we couldn't pull a guy from Purdue away, especially when we're offering him, you know, $1 million more a year to come coach with all these great facilities and stuff. We couldn't pull him away. But, you know, one thing I can say about Matt Painter, at least the guy has loyalty to his university. And you know what? That was his alma mater. So he's being loyal to his university. He stays. That's the kind of guy that we want here for the University of Missouri.
Well, you know, and Purdue at the 11th hour pulls out a new contract for Matt Painter. And we have to assume that for his assistants as well. But guys, it's been a Twitter war all through the last couple of days. People have been on Tiger Board and Power Mizzou and even on our site checking for info. And, you know, this Purdue website, Boiling Point, steals a quote from us and kind of and kind of fuels the fire at the onset of this whole negotiation.
That was a shock. That was an absolute shock. And folks, truthfully, we didn't find it. We got told that. So.
Well, and moving on from that, because the Painter deal's a done deal. He's taking Purdue. They came out with a new contract and they upped him another $1 million.
Good for him.
So moving on from that, we have to look at who's going to replace Mike Anderson. Once again, the search goes into a direction we don't know. We haven't heard any names. We'll see what Mike Golden pulls out. We speculated in the last episode. We talked Shaka Smart. We talked Brad Stevens.
Those are the hot names right now, and those are the names that are going to put butts in the seats. So we have to assume.
I'll tell you this administration went after Matt Painter, one of the most proven coaches that was out there.
Publicly.
If they don't get a great coach out of this, it's going to be a disaster PR-wise, because it's going to show that a big coach doesn't want to come here, and you have to settle for a mid-major or an assistant, and you don't want to do that. You've got to pull someone big. Stevens, probably unattainable, but you've got, they talk about Cronin from Cincinnati.
Right.
You're going to have to pull in a guy like that has some sort of track record of winning, because a mid-major's not going to excite this fan base. It's already dwindling because of the Mike Anderson.
But you're right. We have to bring somebody in that can recruit some big guys in here, get those guys, teach the fundamentals. Let's be patient on the offensive end. Let's set up some play.
One thing we definitely need to address before we let you go is we had a bit of a gaffe in editing in our last episode when talking about the Sports Horn kickoff party.
Yes.
I don't know who to blame for that, but that party is May 21st.
May 21st.
It is in the strike zone. It's not June 21st. It is May 21st.
It's going to be awesome, guys. You got to get out there. We're going to have, like I said, we're going to be raffling off some T-shirts. We're going to have Sports Horn gear for sale. We're also going to be doing, we're going to be auctioning off some pro autograph gear. I've got a Priest Holmes jersey signed, ready for one of you out there to own. All proceeds will go to a charity, whether the Relay for Life or... The only other note I got to mention is, I'm a huge UFC fan, okay? Johnny Bones Jones, probably one of the most dominant young champions since Mike Tyson. Got to give the guy a huge amount of credit. We haven't got to mention that yet. He absolutely destroyed Mauricio Shogun Hua. A lot to look forward to in the UFC and the Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, winner takes it all. Loser takes the fall. Back to the